Hey Virgos, how's it going? This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot. Oh my, I don't know what that was. But I am here to do y'all's weekly, which will be actually extending until like the 1st or 2nd of April. But we're going to do it as the rest of March, you know? So if you are Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, stay tuned, and I really hope that you get some messages that resonate with you and assist you and guide you and aid you on your journey. Cross watchers are welcome. Although cross watchers are welcome, I do read from the perspective or the point of view of the sign. I understand energies can be vice versa, so take them as they apply. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to be reading from the lens of Virgo. So any cross watchers, don't be alarmed if you hear me say Virgo, because 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to be feeling. That's what I'm reading for. Now, when I get the notion that vice versa energy applies, I'll say it that way. But I just want to put that out there so people have a more deep understanding of how I'm going to read, which is like many other readers out here. So I'm sure you're familiar. Let's see what we got. Right now we're shuffling my most recent deck, the Tarot of the Moors. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. Gina, Thies. T's, not sure. Maybe one of you knows, but it's a great, great deck. And this is, oh, a lot of poppers, okay. So I'm gonna lay the poppers that fell face out. And this is interesting because this is, I got a similar reading for Gemini. When I say a similar reading, just like these first cards here. So I'm gonna take what I got and just put Tarot of the Orisha. It's really trying to give me a lot of messages here, and that's great, but this is a pretty thick deck for, you know, them all to fall. Let me be like, hey y'all, let me read for y'all. It would be a super long reading. I'm like, should I read these to y'all yet? Should I continue? Let's see. Well, this is good because this card, the Guardian Angel, came out and it flipped around where it was reversed and now in the upright position. Okay. So, Virgos, many of you, honestly, I feel may be dealing with a Gemini. You might want to go back and look at that past reading, the reading I just did for them. Yeah, I could say that some of you have it in your chart because I am seeing a mix of things. It's like, it's weird. Because in Gemini's reading, they're finally finding love, and there's someone who's coming to them. Now, I see that, like I said, either you could be going after a Gemini, and one thing that I noted is how, one thing to note is how both signs seem to be going through similar things here. Or you could have Gemini in your chart, and that's why it looks so similar. And you're, just also experiencing the same thing. But we have the same thing in a different way with the Seven of Cups, to the Five of Cups, to the Eight of Wands, to the Two of Cups. We got a lot of cups on the board. And I sense that it's a very sensuous energy. So, in a sense, Virgos, you've been kind of laying low in hermit mode. Laying low in hermit mode to take care of you as far as creating a stable home life, ensuring that you're satisfied with your current career, and making money. Now, it's not that money has just been something you've been obsessed with, but as much as you love to work, I feel like money just comes with that. Like, I feel like many of you are in a great money-making position. Like, you have a great paying job. Some of you may have just gotten bonuses recently. So you're not just like overly like, oh my God, all this money, but it feels nice and you're comfortable and you're able to relax. And if you want to hermit, and if you don't want to go out, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to, because your bills are paid. You've got money in your savings, money in the bank. That's really what I'm getting. You have brought a level of completion to yourself that involves material wealth and material satisfaction. And it's through balancing your emotions and balancing your energy, taking a step back to think about the things that aid you in a positive, wholesome, fulfilling journey, opposed to those who either want to take from you or not contribute to the building. And these are similar things that I noted for Geminians, is what they began to give to themselves to essentially attract love. And that's what I'm seeing here is you know, because of that long period of time that you spent doing you, what you have attracted is a lot of options that come in. Now, whereas options coming in for Gemini represented the Eight of Wands, which we still have on the board, I see the options coming in for y'all is relative to the Seven of Cups. It's like when you look at all these cups, these are very much reflective of, you know, a number of people who have something to offer you based on the laws of attraction, based on what you had put out. You know, it's yielding not just a whole bunch of people that aren't shit, really. You know, you're not attracting busters like the ones you have in the past that have taught you these lessons. You are attracting people who, okay, so like this person, they have this going for them. I could appreciate that. I could build with that. Oh, but this person, they're, you know, and so on and so forth. And like I noted in a Gemini video, it's like two people are coming from the same place, coming from the same exact place. Maybe not the same experiences, but the same lessons came from comparable experiences, or so on and so forth, because everybody's experiences will be different. But you're coming from a more timid place than the person that catches your eye out of them all. Okay? Because there's one energy that you're gonna realize, you know, hey, this is definitely the one. You're gonna narrow it down, and that's what you're gonna begin to nurture. And you'll cast the rest away. And I mean, for those of you who are inquiring, like, oh, well, how does it say I'll do it? I mean, pretty fucking earthily dismissive, like, dry, quick, and to the point. It's not that you're not going to be considerate of feelings, but you're kind of tunnel visioned on what you want. Finding this person that you can share life with and build with and that excites you. So, as we exit this retrograde and as we come into March, you will totally begin to see a new relationship forming before your eyes. And you know, some of those options will just fade out. Energy will just pull them out. You won't even have to be dismissive of them. Honestly, though, since we do have the charmer who is crowning the reading, because to see the 7 and 5 of Cups and then go back to the 8 of Wands before getting to the 2 of Cups, it does really show where the charmer's energy, also the magician, and all of this, and where it is you are coming from a similar place as this person. You're just as into this person. And I was wanting to note before, too, I'm like, you know, after you start nurturing this relationship, you're still going to kind of look out into these options and, like, sort of ensure that you made the right decision, ensure that you made the right choice, and that's great. But that's what I see also with this charmer energy, is that you will sort of play, I don't want to say play the field, some of you may still have a little coitus or something like that. One moment. Yeah, some of you may still have, like, relations, or you might see a date through that you had pre-planned before that moment happened and things just got serious with you and this person. It's not like you're gonna do anything, I don't sense, detrimental, but you're just, like, tying up loose ends, I guess, and ultimately still arriving at the 2 of Cups. So it's okay. What more can I tell Virgos about this new love coming in? Alright. So yeah. Now, also for them, for this person, and that's why I say some of y'all could totally be dealing with a Gemini, because this is a little Geminian right here. It seems as though they're going to be trying to tie up loose ends too. We've got pleasure seekers, money, and service. Pleasure seekers, money, and service from the Gypsy Oracle Sibylla deck. So this person's going to be tying up loose ends too. And for any of you who may be around this person, may suspect that they aren't taking you too seriously at a certain point. Now, might you have to remember that you're not being judged for what you're doing here with tying up your loose ends to, you know, come into this person too. Evaluate your other options, rid of some options. So keep that in mind. You're not being judged for that. So try not to do that for this person who may do the same thing. Because I definitely do see that they may be coming from a carefree energy. And though it may be their nature, part of it also may be derived from certain mechanisms that they've built up to stay in the lighthearted energy that they found, you know. But in truth, they're not taking it light. Like, internally, they see the riches that are to be had within the relationship. And with the service card, there's definitely going to be a mutual acceptance of coming together, no matter who the initiator is. But for these three to be reading towards them, like, I feel like you are the one, Virgo, who may take that step, that action. So this is pretty excellent, seeing love come out. Remember your last reading, the Untouchables. That's, you know, where y'all were and where y'all still are. Like, it's so beautiful to see you attract this, honestly. The actualization of a fruitful relationship. And maybe being at a point where, I don't want to say necessarily that you felt like you couldn't love again, but you had something ignited in you that allowed you to see the riches that were to be had as well. But they have the money card, you have the Three of Fire, which is also a card tying to energy of the riches. So a goddess guidance card we have for you, Aphrodite, the inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, appreciating your divinity. Let's get one more, and then we're going to get a Tarot of the Moors to clarify these two, because I think that would be awesome. Wow. And also, this second card here from the Goddess Guidance deck was one of the cards that Gemini had gotten in their guidance. Wow. So, I mean, I love the synchronicity in all of this. It's just super amazing the way readings are expressing their beauty. So, of course, here, Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new may enter. There we go. So, in part, that is... Now, before I show you this card, in part, that is a direct showing of what you've already done, the energy you've already stepped into. Releasing and making room for positive things and love and all of the things that you want to attract. Your inner vibrations being so harmonious with the birds that you hear now and with all true aspects of the universe. But it's also a forewarning that in this love, you must leave the past with the past, even though you may have gotten over it in the sense of not caring anymore. Watch what stays with you. Okay? Because what will awaken the goddess within you is going to literally be a bit vulnerable and understanding and non-judgmental. These are the early stages. Think of the early stages of a business or the early stages of anything else, especially in the fact that we're in a retrograde. So whatever you can watch out for now, as you know, energy transitions, watch out for it. But the first stages of anything taking off can be a little testing. So, coming with a new attitude and a fresh pair of ears and eyes and all things that receive and share, what you end up bringing in clarification here is the Ten of Cups. More cups energy. So we got 4 cups on the board. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Earth. Alright. So, wish fulfillment in love, as it pertains to someone who is able to cater to your deepest needs, emotional needs, and further heal you. This is going to be the person that you share things that you've bottled up for so long, things that you felt like you couldn't share with anyone. Moments where you thought you couldn't go any longer. Those moments of defeat. It's like this is the person you're going to express the shadow side with. And vice versa. You know, they you. And I do see a family for quite a few of you. Starting a family with this person. Now, of course, the relationship could go many ways between two women, two men, a man and a woman. But I'm sensing that, you know, that I'm reading for a lot of Virgo women here, honestly. Dealing with another woman or another man. Not saying that, again, it can't be a male Virgo who's attracting this, but I'm definitely feeling female Virgo energy. So that's only who I could imagine reading for en masse. So that's beautiful. Attracting the Ten of Cups. Two people coming together in divine timing. After everything they've gone through, especially recently. But I'm seeing from like recent to like the past 4 or 5 years of life that have been the most testing for them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like the video if it resonates. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned. Leave your comments and also let me know your sentiments there. Share the video on social media. Love and light. This is Dame, out.